They ignored one warning, then disappeared for 30 days. This is what happened.
Did you feel that? The light changed so fast. And this wind, it's so cold.
Did you hear that? Yes, it was close. What was it? It came from over there. We need to stick together. Help, please. Did you hear that? It's coming from the cornfield.
But I can't see anyone.
Hello?
Who's there?
Let us go. Something is wrong. Amaka, what is it? Hurry, let's run. This way, quickly. Hey, don't stop. Wait, the sign. We're back here.
In a quiet, peaceful village of Azira, hidden among the greenlands of Anambra State, the people lived a quiet and happy life. Every morning, roosters crowed, women swept their compounds, men went to their farms, and children ran around, laughing and praying. But at the edge of the village stood a place everyone feared. It was called Alanso Farm, Forbidden Farm. That land was more beautiful than any other farm in the village. Tall golden corn stood proudly in rows. Yams were huge and fresh. Red peppers shone brightly. Mangoes hung heavy on the branches. Oranges glowed like lamps in the sunlight. The sweet smell of live fruit often drifted into the village. Yet, no child was allowed to go near it. Every parent warned their children, never go close to Alanso Farm, no matter what you see in there. Whenever children asked why, the elders would only shake their heads and say, some places are better left alone, children. Please keep this in mind. One afternoon, 4 young girls were sent by their mothers to gather fresh corn from the family farm for lunch. Their names were Adeze. She was bored and curious. Then Ngozi, playful and cheerful. Chioma, gentle and quiet. Amaka, careful and easily frightened. They carried baskets on their heads and walked along the dusty path, talking and laughing together as they were best friends. As they neared the cornfield, Adeze suddenly stopped. Ahead of them, beyond a line of trees, stood Alanso Farm. The fruits looked rich and inviting. The vegetables were greener than any they had ever seen. Bells sang around it, and the breeze carried a sweet fragrance. Adeze smiled. Look at this place. It is too beautiful for people to fear it. I think our parents only want us to be scared. Amaka stepped back immediately. No, let us go. My mother warned me never to come here. Chioma nodded. We should gather the corn and return home. Ngozi laughed. What can happen if you only look aloud? Adeze began to persuade them. We are not going to steal anything. We will only enter for a moment, look around, and come back. Then we will know the truth. Amaka refused at first, but after much pressure from the others, she reluctantly agreed. Together, the 4 girls crossed into Alanso Farm. The wind moved strangely that afternoon in Azila village. It was not the normal gentle breeze that carried the smell of roasted corn and firewood. This was one so cold, almost whispering. Near the edge of the village, just beside the narrow footpath, 4 young girls stood frozen. Their baskets had fallen. Freshly plucked corn lay scattered on the ground. Adaise's voice trembled as she spoke. "Did you hear that?" Ngozi shook her head quickly, but her eyes showed fear. "Hear what?" Then it came again. A faint cry, not from the village, not from the Lord, but from the inside of Alanso farm. "Help us, please! Help us, please! Please, someone hear us! Help us!" Amaka grabbed Chioma's arm tightly. "Let us go! Something is wrong!" But Adaise stepped forward slowly, staring into the thick, beautiful farm. The floors shimmered under the sun. The air looked calm, peaceful, too peaceful. "Someone is inside," Adaise said quietly. "We cannot just leave them." Chioma hesitated. "But no one enters that place and comes back." Adaise turned, her eyes filled with curiosity and something stronger, a determination that no one could explain. And then she said, "Then maybe it is time we find out." The wind blew harder. The tall corns stuck inside Alanso farm began to sway, even though no other tree in the village moved. For a moment, it felt like the farm itself was watching them, waiting for them, for their final decision as to whether to go in or not. And that was the moment everything changed. The moment they stepped inside, the air changed. The wind grew cold. The bright sky became dull. When they turned around, the path they had used was gone. The girls screamed in fear. They ran in every direction, but each path led them back to the same places. It was as if they were running in circles. What seemed small at first now started to linger a voice of fear in them. The girls kept running in all directions. Fear crept in their minds, in their souls, in their physical body, but no answers popped out. Then a strange voice echoed through the farm.
"We're lost! There's no way out! Help! We're trapped!"
Those who enter through disobedience shall remain until mercy sets them free.
No, please let us go! Please, no! We didn't do anything! Mercy? Please, we're scared. Don't hurt us, we're begging you. Have mercy, we'll be good, please.
Long ago, the owner of the land, Papa Ekwotos, had been a hard-working farmer. But thieves constantly stole his crops. They ignored his warnings and mocked him. All this was happening because Papa Ekwotos had no one, no family, no child, no wife. Yet he was a hard-working man. He worked for himself, but never enjoyed his hard work, as people used it
I miss you all.
to their advantage. In desperation, he visited a powerful native doctor from Suka, who placed a charm upon the farm.
Anyone who enters the land with greed or disrespect will be trapped for 30 days.
The spell was simple,
but no one
not complicated.
And they will not stop. Then the land itself will
It
judge.
didn't need blood. He never went far for that spell. It was simple, just words, and just some writings, and a few enchantments.
Anyone who enters the land with greed or disrespect will be trapped for 30 days. They would see people outside the farm, but no one outside would see or hear them, and the way out would remain hidden. Then they'll not stop till the land itself of them.
Anyone who entered the land with greed or disrespect would be trapped for 30 days. They would see people outside the farm, but no one outside would see or hear them. And the way out would remain hidden. Inside the enchanted farm, the girls cried daily. They could see villagers passing by the road. They shouted, "We are here! Help us! Can someone hear us? Please help us!" But no one heard them. They watched their families searching everywhere in the forest, riversides, nearby towns and markets. Their mothers wept. Their fathers called their names day and night. But no trace of them was found. The girls tried to eat the fruits around them, but whenever they touched them, the fruits turned to dry leaves. When they tried to drink water, it became dusty in their hands.
What is happening? This isn't natural.
Day after day, they grew weaker. Their clothes hung loosely on their thin bodies. Their faces became pale. Hope slowly left them. On the morning of the 13th day, heavy rain fell across the village. Thunder shook the sky. A strong wind swept through the Alonso farm. Then suddenly, the hidden path appeared. The gate opened. The 4 girls stumbled out, weak and trembling. They looked thin, exhausted, and barely able to walk. A woman fetching water saw them first and cried out in shock. Soon, the whole village gathered. Their mothers ran forward, embracing them with fear and tears. Their fathers fell to their knees in gratitude.
Noam, try to eat a little more.
The girls were taken home,
Rest
fed
now,
carefully,
my child.
and nursed
I
back
feel
to
a bit
health.
better.
When they
Here,
had
my child.
recovered,
Just a little
they
more.
told the villagers
Thank you, Mama.
everything that
Rest
had
now.
happened.
You are getting stronger. Shh,
From
it's
that
all right.
day
We are
onward, no child in Azila ever ignored the warnings of their elders again. And Alonso farm remained untouched. So after what happened, every parent made it his or her responsibility to be having meetings in their family every evening to warn their children. And the advices were, warnings from the elders are often meant for protection, not punishment. Curiosity without wisdom can lead to danger. Peer pressure can lead people into trouble. Disobedience often brings regret.